Hey, what's going on, folks? Thanks for tuning into this video. Wanted to make a quick one because I just recently found out that Pope Francis has declared that we have possibly already entered into World War III. If you followed this channel for a while, I've actually made some videos criticizing the Catholic Church. But one thing about them is that they are one of the largest landholders in the world. They hold many observatories throughout the world. They have groups like the Jesuits that have infiltrated cultures all over the world. I mean, they have intelligence networks, okay? And if the Pope says something like this, you better believe there's reason to be concerned. Now, what I'm going to do is play this video. This is about at 1.5 speed. This is about a minute long, and it's going to cover exactly what the Pope said. He's also been very critical of NATO. And according to Pope Francis, he declared that NATO kind of provoked Vladimir Putin and Russia, which is what I've been saying from the very beginning about this, that you should not be judging Putin and Russia and all that because our own media lies to us so damn much. So let's go ahead and watch this.
In a conversation with editors of Jesuit journals published by the Italian periodical La Civiltà Cattolica, Pope Francis lamented the outbreak of what he calls a Third World War and criticized NATO's role in the conflict. The Pope says that months before the Russian invasion of Ukraine, he had spoken with a head of state who was concerned about NATO's movements. According to Pope Francis, this anonymous leader believed NATO was barking at Russia's doorstep.
Just real quick, man. Look at the Pope's face here. He has like a legit fucking scowl on his face. Like, I haven't seen him look that angry since he was pictured next to Donald Trump. All right, continuing on. Sorry.
According to Pope Francis, this anonymous leader believed NATO was barking at Russia's doorstep. Yet the Pope denied that he is backing Putin and denounced the brutality and ferocity of the Chechen and Syrian mercenaries recruited by the Kremlin. He asks how it is possible that people have lived through 3 world wars in less than a century, a calamity he says that only benefits arms merchants. The Pope then pondered what will happen to the people like the wives of the 2 Ukrainian soldiers he met after one of his general audiences, once society's enthusiasm to help them runs dry. As he mentioned on his return flight from Malta, Pope Francis recalled the sorrow he feels each November 2nd when he visits cemeteries of fallen World War II soldiers, as he did in Redipulia in 2014, in Anzio in 2017, and at the French Military Cemetery in Rome in 2021.
So yeah, again, I do have my qualms with the Catholic Church. You know, Pope Francis criticizes people who carry guns, and he talks about gun control, and yet he rides around in an armored car surrounded by an entourage of armed guards. Okay, he's criticized Donald Trump when he was running for president, saying that, you know, walls are inherently unchristian and things like that, even though this man lives in a guarded palace behind large walls. So I have my problems with the Catholic Church. There's a lot of Christians who have other fundamental issues with it as well. But I do think that if the Pope says something like this, I mean, there is reason to pay attention. Okay, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are we headed to World War III? I believe, yeah, it's quite possible. Definitely the way that the pandemic kind of led into all this stuff with Ukraine, it definitely seems like something is up. The way the East and the West are kind of in conflict right now, it's all kind of centered in Ukraine. I, for one, will not fight any war that's going to benefit some banker, some oil tycoon, some politician. The only thing that would get me to fight is if someone invaded my backyard. That's it. I'm not going over and killing some Russian or some Chinaman to make anybody else feel safer. Okay? So I hope you guys are keeping safe out there. You never know what to expect. I mean, a lot of people are talking about nuclear war. You could see some false flag to get us even more heavily involved in these wars. There's a lot of shootings going on. So again, this is not the America I grew up in. I want no parts of these conflicts. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your time. God bless.